Stuck on a cubing plateau? I was too, until I tried this genius strategy. Some of the most popular solutions to improvement plateaus are slow solves, trying different cubes, and so much more. But those have never worked for me. I found myself not improving, which made me less motivated, which led to me stopping trying to improve entirely. But I have found a new method that works for me, and I believe it can help you too. And the best part is that it's not a specific practice drill, it's personalized for everyone. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I will give you the 3 extra tips that made this method work twice as fast for me. The skill isn't the cubing itself, it's tricking your brain into wanting to practice through a well-constructed practice schedule. But wait, don't click off. I know practice schedule can sound a bit boring, but this one is completely different. It's actually fun. We will be incorporating a reward system into this practice schedule so you stay very motivated and improvement feels effortless. Picture this, you're itching to do solves, but the only way to unlock them is by completing your drills. Suddenly, practice becomes a game, and that is why this skill is unmatched. Rather than showing you directly how to make one of these, I will take you along the journey of how I made one for myself. We will start off with step 1 of making our schedule, and ask yourself these 2 quick questions. What do you want to accomplish at the end of the schedule, and how much time do you have to do it? Remember to make your goals achievable, because impossible ones will just demotivate you. For me, my goal is to get an average of 12 solves under 13 seconds on 3x3. I've been stuck at this plateau for a couple of months and would really like to change that. I will be giving myself 2 weeks to do this. Now that you've set your goal, here's where the real magic begins. Finding the exact weaknesses that are holding you back. The second step is to actually figure out what you want to improve in your solves. You can do this in a number of ways, but my favorite is to record an average of 5 or 12 and write down the top 5 weaknesses that I noticed in my solves. This could be bad cross efficiency, too many F2L rotations, extra U moves in OLL, slow PLL recognition, and so much more. My biggest weaknesses were an inefficient cross, not predicting my first pair, not inserting into the back enough, not predicting OLL EO, and incomplete two-sided PLL recognition. I will put my corresponding drills on screen now, but if any of them don't make sense to you, or you want an entire video on the best 3x3 drills, then let me know down in the comments. If you make a schedule for yourself, I would highly recommend these 3 drills. Assessing each F2L pair before solving one, two-sided PLL recognition, and blind cross. Those have done wonders for me. The third step is to fill in your schedule with what you need to do. I would recommend doing 2 or 3 drills a day. This is what mine looks like. But you can also include some solves into each day's routine. But to keep yourself motivated, only allow yourself to do a specific amount of solves each day. In my case, 20. And they can only be done after you've completed your day's worth of drills. That way you're saving the fun part for last and essentially forcing yourself to improve. You could also add in a weekly reward. If you complete your week's worth of training, you're allowed to do extra solves, in my case, 50 solves on Saturday. At this point, you've basically hacked your brain. Solves become motivation, not just more practice. Now I will give you some extra tips that I learned to help you improve a lot faster. My first tip is to do your whole routine at once. You don't want to be breaking it up throughout the day. Besides, if you plan it right, each session shouldn't take more than 30 minutes. On to my second tip, which is actually to do a schedule with a friend. This is because you both will be holding each other accountable. And you don't just have to do this with cubing friends. You could do this with any friend who's trying to improve at something, say an instrument, a sport, and so on. And my third and final tip for you is to never procrastinate. One time I was preparing for a competition and I told myself, I'll do cross+1 practice tomorrow because I was busy that day. But I continued to skip it, and 2 months later, I still am trying to learn it. That is why you need to complete your schedule one day at a time and never fall into the trap. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Go make your schedule and drop your first goal in the comments. I would love to read them. Anyways, I hope you liked the video, and on that note, have a great rest of your day.